Hello everybody, my name is Lake and welcome to Shonen This Week, the show where we read all of the manga that dropped in Shonen Jump and some that didn't, and we review them all. If you enjoy, make sure to hit that subscribe button because like I said, I do this every single week on usually Sunday or Monday. And without further ado, let's jump right into it because I'm really itching to get back to playing 007 First Light, and frankly, I don't really want to be here right now. Just kidding, of course. We did have a lot of good chapters this week. We are going to go from right to left this time, starting with Gachiakuta. I'm just going to give this chapter a solid A tier. I don't really have much to say about it. Engine uses Time Walk. He punches, is it Maimo? Good, I'm forgetting the names of these people. Now, first of all, I don't understand why people are saying this is a bad arc. I thought it's been really good. It hasn't really been that long. People are saying it's been a long arc. I mean, sure, 30 chapters. Is that really above average for a shonen? I don't really think so. But then again, I only really got into it when it was like mostly done. So who am I to talk? Maybe it's been really long, but I think so far this has been the best arc in the series. Anyway, Engine takes a serious hit to the neck. Seems to be a blowback from using Time Walk. Listen, I don't think he's going to die here. He could. Maybe. I mean, a lot of you have made Urana absolutely hate you, so it's not out of the question that she kills off a fan favorite, but this seems like it was planned beforehand, so of course I'm not actually going to go with that angle. But no, I think Engine is going to get seriously injured, or he's going to be put in a coma or something like that. I don't think he's going to die. That's my opinion. This was an A tier chapter. I liked it. Now, One Piece, I forgot to read this, so I read it just now. And I don't know. It's a B tier. It's cool to see Brook's backstory. It is really interesting. I don't have much more to say about it. I feel like this flashback is horrendously out of place. And it is just fucking up the pacing. Really, really bad. I don't know why we're doing this. You know, Emu is out there fighting people. Elbaf is literally getting razed to the ground. And they decided that it was perfect timing to give us a Brook backstory. What more do I say about it? Like I said, it was a good chapter. All of the new female characters just ended up looking like Nami after all. Candel, I like her design. But the young princess or whatever just literally looks exactly like Nami. But this was an interesting backstory for Brook, but just because of the placement, I can't place it any higher. Now, Mad is automatically a D tier because it did not come out, but it should come out tomorrow if I'm not mistaken, so we'll be able to review that next week. Now, let's talk about Underdoctor. This was a really good chapter of Underdoctor. As a matter of fact, I would put it at S tier because literally just last week, I complained about the fact that this story seems to have no direction and we don't even know who the main villain is yet. Well, now we do. Kind of. The Underdoctor's childhood friend has been in a coma for like 20 years or something and he's trying to find out a solution, but it seems like it was caused by this criminal organization, and we meet one of Haiji's friends who tells him about it, and now they're basically doing a raid on this criminal organization's headquarters. And it seems like the big bad literally, like, we see a bit of a look at him in this chapter, and he looks exactly like the dude from, is it Hellsing, right? The guy with like the red trench coat and like the red hat. It looks exactly like that. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna LARP here. I don't know what that guy's name is. I mean, everybody recognizes him, right? I just looked it up. It's Alucard. That's what I was thinking. I did know that name, I promise. He looks exactly like Alucard, but it seems like we're about to get the formal big bad reveal soon, which is going to be really good for this series. So I'm putting this in S tier chapter. Nothing much more to say about it. Now let's talk about Kinato's magic, which this was probably, it's B tier, but it was better than One Piece. We get the training arc. He's rizzed up the boss lady of the village. We get some solid progress. He has an epiphany at the end. Just a good chapter. Nothing much more to say about it. Nothing above average. It was good. It was enjoyable. It progresses the plot. Like I said, I don't have anything too in detail to say about that. Now, Alien Headbutt has officially concluded, and I would say it concludes with a pretty strong chapter. I mean, it could have been worse. You know, obviously the pacing is really rushed, but I've seen worse for an axed manga. So Alien Headbutt will no longer be on here every week. Let's give a salute to the fallen legend. This was... Listen, I'm not going to lie. I didn't really enjoy it that much. I know a lot of people really liked it, really liked the aesthetic. For me, it just didn't hit like that. You know what I mean? But I enjoyed reading it. You know, I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it, if you get what I mean. I don't have any bad things to say about it. I just thought it was average. But nonetheless, I'm still very sad to see it go, and I really hope that the author gets another chance here. But the way it wrapped up was pretty good. You could tell the author whips out basically all the stuff they'd probably planned for the actual finale. He takes this motherfucker and he headbutts him into the earth, and then he basically becomes like an alien hunter and wrestles with aliens. This ending would have hit really hard if it was built up on a longer time scale, but I could see the vision and I could see the desired execution, and that's personally why I would rank this chapter highly. I think if all the ideas that were placed out in this chapter were given time to build up, it would have been amazing. And so it's good. I'm gonna choose to judge the chapter assuming it had like 100 chapters behind it rather than the axe ending, if you get what I mean. So on that front, it was really good. Now, Kagurabachi, this chapter was... It's not an S tier. It's mainly exposition. So I can't... We all know that the best chapters of Kagurabachi are when shit's hitting the fan. Exposition is essential, but it doesn't make an S tier chapter, if you get what I mean. So we learn a lot of stuff in this. First of all, they're planning on... If the translation's not weird, they're planning on having a 6-month-old Hiyuki wield the flame bone. Okay, what the fuck are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? Also, they're surrendering Chiaki to the old guy. I wonder if Hokazono has the balls to make Chihiro the son of, like, a Mikaboshi. Or the old guy, right? Now... I really don't think so, because we all know, like, he has the Rokuhira eyes, right? But I really do wonder where this is going. Rokuhira is about to absolutely lock in. It's getting good. Other than that, I don't really have much to say about it. This is an essential chapter of build-up for where we're going next, when Rokuhira proves everybody wrong, and we are finally about to see the creation of the Enchanted Blade sometime in the next couple of chapters, I presume. Now, about last week, I think the demon monster. I don't know. I really don't know what that translation is about. It seems like the leaks translated it in a very literal manner, whereas the official translation translated it. I don't know. It's all different. We'll see what it means in the future. Now, Centuria, this was an S tier chapter. Julian farmed so much aura this week. Like, holy shit. He gets put in this barrier, and he can only break through it if his willpower is stronger than the willpower of the caster, a guy who is literally willing to lay down his life for this. And essentially what happens is the main bad guy in this scenario starts going on a rant about how they're going to make everybody slaves. And while Julian has the souls of like 100 slaves inside of his body, so having the willpower to break through that turns out to be a pretty easy task, and it seems like he's about to go to town on these guys. I'm very excited to see it next chapter. Nonetheless, I would actually put this above Underdoctor. I'll say it right now, spoiler alert, this is the best chapter of the week. By far. Loved it. I don't have anything else to say about it, I don't think. Let me think if there's anything noteworthy. Little moment with Lacrima at the end. Oh god, dude, when her betrayal hits, I'm not looking forward to it. That's going to be a rough chapter, and I really wonder how Julian is going to react. Now, Ichi, I would put this as an A tier chapter. In fact, I would probably even put it above Gachiakuta. So I finally got my answer Last week I was wondering why the fuck is, Descaris and all of them just standing there and watching this happen. Well, the answer is that the witches are actually forbidden to associate or fight criminal witches, which is kind of a stupid cop-out explanation, I feel, but whatever. And also, Amadoro was not actually a bad guy. Turns out the, good lord, I forget her name, but the new big bad of this arc, her magic seems to be some sort of mind controlling. She arrives, mind controls literally everybody except one person, so it seems like Amadoro was under mind control. And it seems like the villain probably about to squeeze out a big win here, but we'll see. Everybody is under mind control, including Descaris. She got literally everybody except for the one head of the, it's gonna call them like the Witch Watch or whatever. What the fuck are they called? You know what I mean? Magic Keepers. That's the one. That is the one. Yeah, the head honcho of the Magic Keepers, I think, was the only one that was unaffected. We'll see. Maybe Ichi will make up some bullshit to escape this, because he's good at that. Now, Sakamoto days, we get to see Nagumo and Shishiba in this chapter. Sheen looks like he's about to get a power-up. I would put this, I think it's above Kinato's magic in One Piece, but it's not quite A tier. Once again, they're just throwing hands, it's just like, to me, it just kind of looks like a kid, with their action figures just going like this, that's what Sakamoto Days is every single week to me, for now. And, well, it seems like it's going to be that way to the end at this rate. But that's all I have to say about that, man. It wasn't anything special. It's never anything special anymore. I will say, though, for the first time in Sakamoto Days' entire run, this chapter released with unfinished pages. It's the first time Suzuki has ever done this. Ever. Now, as much as I have my gripes about Sakamoto Days, first of all, I'm really impressed it took this long. I mean, Hokuzono's already had unfinished pages, right? But also, give Suzuki his rest, okay? Yuto, is it a girl or is it a guy? I'm gonna go with him. Suzuki, I hope you're okay. I have my gripes about your manga, but please take the rest you need, okay? You can take a week off. I rate the chapters low, so I'm not gonna be missing out on anything. No offense, but take your time off. We don't want any more dead mangaka in this industry, okay? We forgive you. Take your week off, all right? That's all I have to say about that. Now, that's all we got for this week. So if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that subscribe button like always, and drop a like. Comment if you want me to add any more manga to this list. Right now I'm working on reading Chojin X. And other than that, yeah, that's all from me. So I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.